Understood!
It's the same equipment, 5 drums, 5 stones, ranging from 110 kilograms to 165. In the heats, only 2 guys put all 5 stones on, Pullan and Samuelsson. If any of the leaders are going to mount a serious challenge, they're going to have to put all 5 stones on. And in 42 degrees C, that's going to be very, very difficult.
And if you watch the heats, you'll notice the layout of the course is different. It's straight as opposed to being zigzaggy.
In the yellow on the right-hand side, Jeff Dolan of Canada, and then a former champion, Sven Karlsen of Norway. Dolan has certainly impressed in his very first World's Strongest Man final. Sven Karlsen must be disappointed about losing touch with the leaders, though. He's got to do well at this one. And Karlsen's got all the experience.
Get ready!
The first stone, 100 kilos, nearly 16 stones in weight, and Karlsen is just in the lead. Although Jeff Dolan, level pegging I think at the moment, and Dolan did well to get that second one up so quickly. They move on to the third granite stone, 265 pounds, and this is much better from Sven Karlsen. Dolan is ahead though. This is a massive surprise. This guy's got a lot of talent, and Sven Karlsen is struggling a wee bit. Well, you heard what Jamie Reeves had to say. If anybody's going to win this, they've got to get 5 up. And Dolan is trying desperately, but loses his grip. Karlsen's got to go some. And he's done it! That is superb. And Karlsen has really come alive now. Jeff Dolan's still trying for number 5. He's well within the time limit of 75 seconds. Now come on, a total novice at the Atlas Stones, so this is a creditable effort from Jeff Dolan, and like Sven Karlsen, he needs big points here. I think he's going to run out of time. Sven Karlsen hanging around, urging the Canadian on, but that is it. Yes! And Sven Karlsen's time for 5, 46.29. Superb at last.
I talked with my wife. And she said, if I from this position can pull it through and end in the top 3, we will get another child. And that's worth fighting for, isn't it?
Obviously not such a major incentive for Jarek Dimmick, 4 in 30.15 for the pole. But Hugo Girard was thinking good things. He got all 5 up in 38.34 seconds.
Well, I don't think it's any coincidence that Magnus Samuelsson and Jessin Pullan have been put together here. The only men in the heats to lift 5 stones, and now it's a head-to-head between the 2 of them.
Ready!
This is going to be fascinating. You remember the days when we had a wall to put the stones on? Oh, Samuelsson's dropped his. I was about to say that Samuelsson was the world record holder. And look at this, Jessin Pullan is on his 3rd stone, and Samuelsson is playing catch-up. What a big surprise. And I bet there's been a big shot of adrenaline has surged through Magnus Samuelsson's body, and he's caught up the Canadian. It's all on number 5 now. Can Samuelsson do it? Yes, he can. Absolutely superb. Total psyched up athletes. But Magnus Samuelsson has pulled it out of the bag.
You can't win a contest like this by playing safe cards. You have to gamble a little bit. So I decided to try to throw the first one on, and as I tried to speed it up, my hand slipped a little bit and I just came a few centimeters too short of the first stone. And then I knew I had to really speed up because Jessin is pretty fast with stones, and so I had to give it my all. So except from the first one, I'm pretty pleased with the rest of them.
I'm quite happy. I wanted the big win, but close, but still good, still very good.
Did you see Magnus drop it?
No, I didn't see Magnus, but I heard the sound of his stone on the 5th wall, and it was a slight bit before I put my stone up.
Raymond Bergmanis. He thinks he's Popeye, he really does. I wonder what Zavikas thinks he is. Super strong, I'll bet. And here we go. And what a lead it is by Magnus Samuelsson. He said he'll have to sit and sweat and wait. It won't be difficult in this 40-degree heat, I can tell you. And he almost threw it up there, did Zavikas. Bergmanis, great athlete, and both men going well. 2 more to go, and the time is good as well. 32.42 by Samuelsson. Now can Zavikas get number 5 up? He's only got 4 seconds to go. It's going to be close, and Samuelsson's time is safe. The Swede is still in the lead, but Zavikas has got his up, and that was superb. 36 seconds dead. Bergmanis just struggling a bit with a 160-kilogram granite ball. Zavikas just watching. I think Raymond has had enough, and at the moment Zavikas is in 3rd place, but we've still got the leader to go.
Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, I'm very happy because first time I lift 5 stone.
First time ever?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic, well done.
Big smiles all round, but will it be big smiles for either Vasil Berastyuk or, of course, the leader, Mariusz Pudzianowski, who couldn't quite make it 3 out of 3 in the last event, but 2 first places and a second. Away we go. Still the lead is held by Samuelsson, 32.42. And in fact, Berastyuk has got away to the quickest start. He's such an explosive animal, this boy. And Pudzianowski is catching him. Whoa! Both these guys a little on the short side, around about 6 feet, as opposed to Samuelsson, who's almost 2 meters tall. But now Pudzianowski is really getting going. He seems to like it more the heavier these stones get, and that is good. Samuelsson has won it, I can tell you that, but that is another 2nd place for Mariusz Pudzianowski. Berastyuk has got to go on number 5, desperately trying to get some grip. And of course, as time goes on, the hotter they get, the sweatier they get, it becomes almost impossible to get any sort of purchase on those giant granite balls, especially when they weigh 160 kilos. That's about 25.5 stone. It's absolutely unbelievable. But Berastyuk is not giving up. 5 seconds to go. Such frustration for the Ukrainian. But Pudzianowski is in the big points yet again. And that is what makes a world's strongest man. Mr. Consistency has done it again.
You are 10 points clear of everybody else. He must be thinking that he's almost won.
Jeszcze nie, do samego końca, do ostatniej konkurencji trzeba walczyć. Jutro już będzie, wiadomo, na 80%, ale dzisiaj jeszcze nie.
Well, has there ever been a scoreboard like that in the history of World's Strongest Man? In the Atlas Stones, 6 men getting all 5 up. But look at that, Pudzianowski, 10 points clear. So Pudzianowski's dropped just 2 points in the opening 4 events, and he's clear on his own as Samuelsson mounts his challenge. But has he left it too late?
My aim here is to assess all athletes to make sure they have no long-standing injuries and are cardiovascularly fit to be able to compete in the tournament. I've been using cardiovascular monitors so that we can see sort of physiological stress that they are placed under. This has been a benefit to some of the athletes as they can see a good picture of the graph for each of the events, and therefore they know that they need to be doing more aerobic training to increase their fitness. We also have to assess them in terms of drug testing for the events. We need to also look after their soft tissue or muscle tendon injuries. A lot of these injuries is more muscle spasm, and that's why we have 2 masseurs here to try and break down that pain, and lo and behold, there is right as rain shortly afterwards.
This truly is a bridge over troubled water as far as Mariusz Pudzianowski's opponents are concerned. 100 metres above the mighty Zambezi River, it's now or never for his main rivals.